Hello, math students. It's great to have you back with us today. We're going to identify the properties of algebra. Now, these properties, they've been around for a long time, so I thought it would be kind of fun if I brought in a special guest. The special guest is my granny. Hi, Granny. How you doing today? Oh, honey, I'm doing just great. I'm so excited that you invited me in to do some algebra because you know I love math almost as much as I love you. Oh, so let's get started, should we? Okay, Granny, that sounds great. Let's start by revealing the property under the orange dot. Oh, look at there. It's the commutative property. That's one of my favorites. You know what the commutative property lets you do? It lets you change the order in a problem. Oh, I've been doing it for years. So A plus B is equal to B plus A. It doesn't matter what the numbers A and B are. Oh, I love it. 6 plus 3 is 9. And 3 plus 6, change the order, still 9. I love it. It also works for multiplication, my dear. A times B is equal to B times A. So 5 times 3, 15. And if you switch the order, 3 times 5, still 15. Oh, it's so fantastic. Oh, thank you, Granny. That makes a lot of sense. Do you think that you could share another one of the properties with us? Sure, I would love to. Oh, it's the identity property. That one gets me all riled up. Let's take a look. It says that when adding, if you add a 0, A plus 0, you're going to get the number back, A. And even if you switch the order using that commutative property and have 0 plus A, you still get A. There's also an identity property for multiplication. If you take A times 1, you get A. So you use a 1 instead of a 0. Oh, I love it. And 7 times 1 equals 7 shows the identity property at work. Oh, I just love these things. Wow, Granny, you seem to really know your math. Let's see if you can explain the one behind the pink dot. Oh dear, I'm sure I can. Oh, look at it, it's the associative property. The associative property is all about who you're associating with. Oh, it talks about parentheses. The people in parentheses are associating together. But the beautiful thing about when everything in your problem is addition, you can pick the parentheses up and move them around. It doesn't matter. You will get the same answer. So A plus the quantity B plus C is equal to the quantity A plus B plus C. It must all be addition though. Or it can all be multiplication. Like if you have A times the quantity B times C, it's equal to the quantity A times B times C. Wow, Granny, that's great. I love hearing about the associative property, and I will be careful who I associate with. Do you have it in you for one more? Oh, yes, dear. Please bring it. Let's see what's behind the purple dot. Oh, it's the inverse property. Yes, I love that one. The inverse property is all about 0. When you have A plus the opposite of A, you're always going to get 0. So a wonderful example would be 1 plus negative 1 gives you 0. Oh, look at all these properties. I've been using them for years. I've been making my mathematics life so much easier. I hope you use them too. Oh, Granny, thank you so much. This was so helpful. I think I'm going to go on and try to do a little matching. Will you stay and see if I can get them all right? Oh, I would love to, dear. That would be just so nice. Well, here I go. I'm going to see if I can use what Granny told me to match the property with the problem. So if I take a look at 2 plus negative 2, that reminds me about Granny saying it's all about 0, and that if you add something plus its opposite, that sounds like the inverse property to me. Oh, honey, that's exactly right. Great work, great work. Keep it up, my little dear. All right, let's try another one. I'm going to take a look at I think this one. 3 plus x is equal to x plus 3. That's about the order and how you can flip-flop them, and you're still going to get the same answer. I think that was I think it's the commutative property. That's which one I think it is. Oh, right on, my dear. You have it. You have it. Keep up the good work. Let's see. Another one that looks like it's kind of like the order and flip-flopping it is this one. 6 times 3 is equal to 3 times 6, but this time it's with multiplication. So I'm thinking that has to be the commutative property of multiplication. Oh my! You are getting smarter by the minute. I just love it. Okay, I'm going to try the other two real quick. I remember Granny saying that if you associate with people, it's all about who's with you, like inside the parentheses. So I'm thinking this one, where the parentheses, the problem looks the same on both sides, but the parentheses are moving, that must be the associative. This one has a lot of parentheses too. 4 times the quantity, 8 times 7. Oh yeah, that's parentheses, and over here, parentheses, quantity 4 times 8 times 7. All the numbers are in the same order. That must be it with multiplication. How'd I do on that one, Granny? Oh, you just are so fine, dear. You are doing such great work. The last one, the identity property. I wonder if these both work. Let's look. C plus 0 equals C. That's about adding 0 and you get the same number out. You get to keep your identity. Oh, I think that's it. And then here, 72 times 1 equals 72. The 72 is on both sides, and it's about the fact that you can multiply by 1. I think you get to keep your identity whenever you multiply by 1 as well. I think that's it. I don't know, Granny, did I get that last one right? Oh, you did! You bet, my little honey bunny! You did such great work! I just want to squeeze those little cheeks and give you a little love. Great work! Keep it up! Well, thanks so much, Granny, for coming and helping me out with my math and talking about the problems to all of our math students. It's so great to get to see you and see you doing the math.